What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Millie, and look, like I say, you could have been any place else in the world, but you decided to be here. And if you didn't notice, I dropped two of them things. Enjoy. You feel me? That was my dead ode to y'all. I know I've been posting a lot, and I told myself two, three videos a week, but nigga, it's the holidays. Even though I don't really believe in that shit, but I got shit I gotta do. All right, I'm trying to work it in. I'm gonna get in the rhythm real soon. Just believe in me, okay? And I'm gonna go and get it right. You feel me? Now look, the topic of today is hood disparity, man. There's a lot of disparity in the hood, right? We all know this. We done seen the movies, nigga. We can listen to the music and know there's some wild shit going on. Even more so worse than now. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's in the water, maybe the air, because you know the government be messing with the air and the water and shit. So who knows what's truly going on? But as of right now, you got little kids, okay, with Glockies, with extendos, SIGs, Berettas, all that. Damn near killing everything in New York. I truly believe a lot of the murder rate and how high it is now, I can probably bet $1,000 any one of those murders are being committed by 16 to like maybe 20, maybe like 19-year-olds, just about there, because these little motherfuckers do not care. I don't know what happened. Like, all the little bit of hope that was left in the trenches is gone. You feel what I'm trying to say? Now, influenced by that, obviously, is music. Let's not play dumb. All right? I'm over here, we're going to be objective. We're going to be real. Let's not play dumb to understand the fact that music, especially drill, heightens this shit. Don't get me wrong, I love that shit. I listen to that shit daily. I don't even think I have an R&B song within the first 200 to 300 songs in my playlist. It's all murder, murder, kill, kill. The shit sounds good. But then when you really look into it and really listen, and they're talking about some real shit that really happened, it's kind of weird. It's a weird feeling. You feel what I'm saying? Especially now where New York, especially the Bronx, is like top of the food chain when it comes to music. A lot of the like the new age rappers that are getting like really fast popularity are coming from the Bronx. And right now the Bronx is the worst it's ever been. I'm not, listen, okay, I'm from Mount Vernon, baby. Money earning, look it up. It's all on my birth certificate. I am stamped. You feel me? I am from them same back blocks. All right? Now, it may not sound like it, but my blood and my DNA is all up over there. Now, can I hit the block and go jig and finesse? Nah, I'm about to hit a couple people up. I can't just pull up over there. See what I'm saying? My hood pass might not have the same, hasn't been stamped up in a little while. Might not have the same credentials as it used to have. You feel what I'm trying to say? But I can go there, and I know what that shit is like. And there, bro, all I'm saying is there needs to be some type of program for to give these kids something to do, bro, outside of like sports and like music and some shit. You feel me? Teach them there's a better way. Oh, you selling crack and the heroin? Hey, come learn how to trade options or some shit. Yeah, you still gotta learn it. If you've never sold crack or heroin before, you gotta learn the math and learn how to scale it and chop it up and re-rock that shit. The same thing with stocks, bonds, and options, my boy. And you can get that same kind of money. Just that simple. But the difference is, if you lose in the stock market, you just lose a couple hundred. You lose in the streets, they chopping off toes and shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Snatching up your kids and shit. It's like a whole different ball game now. Okay? So, listen, man, let's get into it and see what the Bronx War is like. You feel me?
Place. It's the borough with the most crime and is well known for gang activity.
Like, look at that. Now, listen, if y'all don't know, like New York, like Chicago, I'm not sure of all of Chicago, but New York is almost like the UK and like China and shit, right? They have cameras on every bodega, every liquor store, every corner. There is cameras everywhere. Okay? So if you plan on flocking something, you know what I'm saying? Sending a motherfucker to the afterlife, it's easier to catch you now. Now you can look this shit up. Now they're implementing facial recognition. Now motherfuckers got masks and shit now, but in 2021, they're not even caring about masks. You got people literally dying over pride. Okay, I was almost one of them. A gun got pulled in my face. I said, brother, you can have it. I want no problems. And I know when he went home, said, look, he was a bitch. Look at him. He copped it when I pulled out that thing. Yes, I did. When you pulled out that shit, pause. Whoa, pause. When you pulled out the gun, hell yeah, I'm good, bro. I got a lot of life to live. I like playing video games. I like hitting up the Zaza man. I don't want my life to end over some shit like ego and pride. And that's what a lot of these little kids or these people doing all this need to learn, bro.
The Bronx drill sound is on the rise and is fueling the deadly war between three gangs: the OGs, the YGs, and Sevside. Let's get straight into this crazy beef. Brooklyn was getting attention for its drill scene, but the Bronx is coming with a whole new sound that's starting to make waves. K Flock is one of the hottest rappers from the Bronx right now.
And don't even get me wrong, K Flock is fire. K Flock, B Love, Dougie B. They're like the damn near, they got like the infinity stones to like Thanos' gloves, how they got the Bronx on lock right now. You feel me? But when you listen to the lyrics, as good as the music is, like there's truth behind this shit, right? So I find it very like, I feel torn because when they're screaming out names of alleged, gang members that got killed due to gun violence, and the ones being killed are like not even 21, 25, 30, they're like little kids. You put that into perspective, the shit is kind of weird. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, I ain't trying to get too deep and emotional, but like, we sometimes gotta pay attention to the energy shit, right? Now, obviously, record labels now push this. Drugs, violence, all that shit. If you want to get on, you need to rap and beef like this. Because we all know beef is the best way to curate views. Get people watching you. Sometimes in a good light where you can get signed, to a high major record label. Or sometimes in a bad way where you got people living on the same block having problems with you. Because you're talking about their dead mans. Like, what's the point? In every one of these tracks, they're mentioning dead people. Okay? Now, look. You seen scary movies and shit? You know what I'm saying? You start screaming out dead people names and shit, weird shit start happening. It's like you placing that bad juju on your soul or something. You know what I'm trying to say?
Racking up millions of plays on songs like Being Honest and PSA. Bronx drill may have the same bass lines and hard flow as Brooklyn and UK drill, but
now, mind you, when they're playing these clips, let's see if we can even spot a motherfucker older than 21 in any one of these.
It has its own unique sound that's influenced by classic New York hip-hop. Most of the beats have classic samples laced in with distorted 808s that gives the music a different vibe than drill from other areas. K Flock has been riding away with his new sound and has been building a buzz over the past few months. But his come up ain't just been all success. He also suffers from the pain and loss that comes with the street life, losing many friends to gun violence. K Flock hopped off the curb at a young age and was on the block at like 12 years old.
On the block at like 12 years old? What the hell are you doing on the block? Actually, I ain't gonna lie. I was outside at that age too. I digress. I take it back.
He started rapping because of his homie Dougie B, who's also a rapper and has been featured on multiple tracks. K Flock's first official track was a remix of the 22G song Blicky Gang Freestyle, which he titled FTO. 22Gs then gave K Flock a shout out in a recent interview showing love to the Bronx drill movement. In August 2021, he remixed Siggy Black's song Dishonest and called it Being Honest. That track quickly racked up millions of views and earned him a feature from G Herbo. There's also rumors that he recently signed a 7-figure deal and he's in a good position to take over the Bronx rap scene. But behind all of K Flock's success is a deadly war that involves his own family members. He's from a blood set around East 187th Street in a hood known as Sevside. Sevside is made up of Mac Baller Brims and Sex Money Murder, and they cool with the Rollin' 80s Crips. Sevside beefs with other gangs in the area, including the OGs or Original Goons and the
Look at all these Look at all
The
this.
YGs are young
Do you see anyone older than 21 in any one of these clips?
gunners. At first, these two was the same gang and controlled a few different projects around Cortland Ave, not far from Sev's side. But one of the founders of the YGs crossed over another top member, so the dudes in his hood split off to form the OGs. Today, the YGs are one of the most hated gangs in the Bronx, and they beef with almost everyone. One of the YG's main rappers, named D-Thang, is K-Flock's blood cousin.
What is that experience like? Okay? Let's just assume that their mothers or fathers, however the hell that their cousins, typically mothers, right? That they're cousins. What are those family gatherings like? Does his mom and Kate Flock's mom not fuck with each other? Right? Because at the end of the day, this is still family, right? So I find it incredibly hard to understand that they'll make songs about each other, mentioning each other's dead friends, but yet they are cousins, right? And I have seen FaceTimes between them, like they talk like there's nothing going on. Maybe it's just some new shit, right? You just get on like the public FaceTime or whatever, right? Or the live and just be cool with each other, so just in case some shit really happened, like, indictments come. But I find the dynamic to be weird as hell, right? You're willing to put the block over your family. Now, we don't know their family dynamic. It could be shitty. Maybe that is the case, right? Then I guess this is no different than anything else. But thinking glass half full, this shit's sad as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
The two rappers have been dissing each other back and forth. D-Thang shocked the whole hood by dropping a Chicago-style drill track called Talking Facts, where he disrespects dead ops from damn near every gang the YG's beef with. But the beef ain't start with rap. It began with multiple murders, followed by threats in music and on social media. In July 2021, a 19-year-old rapper who went by the name Ty Swish was shot in the head in the lobby of his apartment building.
What the hell? Who that?
He ran outside after getting shot, but had been hit in the eye and quickly collapsed. A family friend and her two kids found him unconscious outside the building. He was rushed to the hospital, but he was dead at the scene. Witnesses say the gunman fled in a dark-colored four-door sedan, but was never identified. Friends and neighbors said Ty Swish was a good kid who never got.
All right. I'm going to say this, and maybe y'all are not going to like me for this, but again, we got to be hella objective, right? I have listened. He might be a rapper too, right? But a lot of the times, these kids who are getting murdered, they're not no good kid, bro. Okay? Listen to some of the names that they have. You think, listen, anybody listen to this, right? If you have a nickname, right? You got that nickname for a reason, right? So when you hear a name like Ty Swish, okay, K Flock, okay, how do you think they got that? Maybe, hey, a lot of this, again, depends on if you believe in coincidences or not. You feel me? I remember I was watching a little news article that came out a couple of months ago of a whole gang indictment in New York. This was literally maybe like 5-6 months ago. Some of the people arrested, listen to their names. James Harden, Steve Nash, Curry. What do you think they do? Work at CVS? You know what I'm saying? What do you think they do? So then when they get shot or they're given such an unfortunate death, this is what happens. Their mother, whoever, their friends, oh, he was a good kid, man. He wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to live his life, do better. Right. Terrorizing the neighborhood. We gotta be real. You terrorizing the neighborhood. You feel what I'm trying to say? Over blocks, signs. That is it. Color, not even colors. It's just block banging. You feel what I'm trying to say? These kids are growing up to get credentials to be the LeBron James of their block. To go to jail. To then have some type of revelation like, oh my God, I should have never done it. Now I want to give advice to the youth. Well, nigga, we've been telling you that. We've been telling you don't shoot in public. Okay? We've been telling you stop robbing the people that live in your neighborhood. Okay, so why is it that when they die, it's like an uproar? Like, I'm not gonna say they deserved it, but they're doing things or establishing points to meet that untimely death. Why is that?
In trouble, but he was allegedly from Sex Money Murder, and they would quickly even the score for his death.
Son pulled up a big ass chop. Look at this.
Sex Money Murder, and they would quickly even the score for.
I can't even pause the damn gun.
Sex Money Murder, and they would quickly even the score.
Yeah, my man here would help grannies bring their groceries in. This was a productive citizen right here. Okay? He looks like he tutored a lot of kids in high school and helped a lot of kids get where they needed to be. Even put some money in their pocket, probably. You know what I mean?
For his death. A few days later, 13-year-old Jerrion Elliott was chased down and killed outside the Angels Cafe in the Belmont neighborhood of the Bronx. Jerrion just graduated from junior high and was turning 14 later that month. But
14, damn, and look at this.
Even though he was young,
now mind you, gang banging now, as much as it is and how they view it, like a lot of the times, when you join a gang, that's really your family, right? I get the dynamic, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't got shit at home. You know, the same people in this gang live your same kind of life. Therefore, you're your brothers. You feel what I'm trying to say? So you can have some real fucked up moments, but someone who's living the same life as you gonna understand, and you're gonna feel less alone. I got it, bro. I got it. Like, I feel it. But like, when y'all just joining gangs just to do some hood rat shit with your friends, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're not joining for protection. You're joining for the cool points, because this is what music shows. You feel what I'm trying to say? Now, with music now, especially with drill music, that shit, drill in itself is nothing more than fucking war drums for gangs, bro. Every gang has a rapper. You feel me? Confessing to crimes. My community got to do better. You don't hear the Polish people doing this shit. Italian people doing this shit. We are the only community doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? My man D Bando, I'm on the track. My man D Bando, yeah, I'm co-signing this. Got him all on camera with his face on here. Yeah, this is my man. He done shot up 3 preschools. Because he knew the ops, his little brothers went there. This is him. Okay? He has hella guns. Yeah, and he sell crack, but this is my boy. We are the only community really gallivanting motherfuckers committing high crimes. So much to the fact you are not cool if you're not committing crimes, bro. That's where it's at. Not to mention, the cost of a life is so little now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these gang wars and this shit going on, people are willing to kill over nothing. A life is like the greatest thing you can ever have, the greatest asset, whatever the hell you want to call it. But to take someone's life away over some shit like words, over some shit like your block, and the block is the most mixiest thing to be a part of. The block always wins, bro. It never loses. It never loses, bro. And I think these kids don't got the guidance for that. I remember back in the day, bro, to some extent, like, you would see older motherfuckers on the block. Motherfuckers are like, this is like their last stop. Like, this is all they can do. And they would really tell young kids, like, get up out of here, bro. This is not for you. Like, get up out of here. And the ones who were persistent came back and grew up to be them same OGs on the block. The ones that didn't, that found a way, because there's always a way, we just gotta stop making excuses for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, we gotta stop making excuses for it. And if he applied, rest in peace to the youngin right here, but if he applied that same pressure he applied to gangbanging into something else, like, nigga, go be a mechanic, go tighten some screws or some shit. Son, you can start your own business. You can do all these things. And not even have to gangbang. They're taught school is the only way. Bro, you don't need school, bro. You could have went to a trade, you could have went to like a trade school, you know what I'm saying? Learn how to a mechanic, do something and make good money and get the hell up out of there. But you're choosing to do some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? No hope. I know a lot of it is no hope, and it's a shitty thing to say, but that's just the reality.
He already claimed to be from the rolling 80s Crips. He had already got arrested 8 times for robbery and assault and spent time in juvie.
See what I mean? Got arrested 8 times for robbery and assault. Now, we don't know the ratio between if he's doing that to regular people or other gang members, but if you've been arrested 8 times, something tells me this is not to no other gang members, because, that would escalate to someone getting hurt severely, right? So you're robbing your own community, and you got shot. Let's be real. Is that kid a good kid? Now, of course, he's lacking guidance. We should have some compassion. But are we to say that he has no idea what he's doing because of his age? Is the influence that strong that this is all he knows and he cannot be taught otherwise? I don't know.
A friend of Jarian's said the Crips put him on when he was 10 years old and that she tried to warn him about the lifestyle, but he ain't listen.
A Crip at 10? What kind of productive Crip can you be at 10? What are you doing? I remember at 10 I was playing RuneScape and shit on the computer, clogging up the lines. My mom's getting tight, like, get off the computer, Darren, get off. Okay, you got school in the morning, get off the computer. I remember those times, bro. This shit right here, don't get me wrong, gangbanging seemed kind of cool. Okay, I was tired of being ganged up on, right? I was tall back in the day. You feel me? So when you see a pack of motherfuckers who are a little shorter than you, it's instant like you on alert. Cause you know if they cross the same side of the street, nigga, if you don't run and get the hell up out of there, you better hope the police bend this block, cause you are in for a long run, my boy. Imagine that in a heavy ass coat in a New York winter, thick ass backpack, and some boots with 6 New York savages chasing you. I've been there. I've been robbed. Hey, I am not afraid to say it. I've been through all of that. But me, you got it, big bro. You got it. You need it more than me. This is just charity. You see what I'm trying to say? They thinking they robbed me, but really I'm doing you a favor. You can have it. I was gonna give it to you anyway. You feel me?
The murder was captured on surveillance footage and showed Jarian walking down the street with a friend. A black sedan is seen driving up alongside him, then coming to a stop. A masked shooter then hops out and shoots at both of them. His friend ran away, but Jarian falls and then crawls into a local cafe. He got shot in the legs and the chest and was rushed to the hospital, but later pronounced dead. Police think Jarian's death was payback for killing Ty Swish. They don't know if he was the killer, but they believe he was there at the.
They said it was payback for killing Ty Swish, and that dude was like not even 16. How are these kids committing hits? How are all these kids getting knocks? How? You know how much a gun costs? Are they all selling drugs or something? A gun at minimum, probably like $300-400. You know what I'm trying to say? But from the rap videos I see, they're not carrying no baby 22 or something. You know, no pocket rocket. They got a nice size Glock with all kinds of attachments. Like, this shit is a game, literally. Beams, drums, and all. Every attachment. How the hell are they getting this?
Time of the murder. Just a few hours after Jarian got chipped, the ops got their revenge and a 16-year-old got killed, and police think it was a payback hit. On Sunday, July 11th, a 16-year-old rapper named Rajeez was shot while getting into an Uber. Rajeez was from the 800 YGs, and the shooting is believed to be retaliation for the murder of Jarian Elliott. Rajeez supposedly made fun of Jarian's death on social media right after it happened, and the get back was immediate. He was on his way to the studio when 2 men on scooters pulled up and started dumping shots into his Uber. The whole thing was captured on the driver's dash cam and quickly went viral on social media. The rapper got shot once before, but survived. His mom said he was trying to turn his life around and was focusing on his music career. But
You know what's crazy? I have listened to this youngin's music before, and something tells me his mom's is probably one of those moms who probably know he was doing some shit, but she didn't want to believe it. Who wants to believe that their son is really out here, you know what I mean, going crazy in the streets? I mean, that's just a mother's love for real. Shit. I get knocked for 6 bodies. My mother better be there. He didn't do it. Okay? He didn't do. Hey, that's just a mother's love, man. But real shit though, you gotta be real with yourself, man. You know what I'm trying to say? He was not a good kid, bro. And just being completely and brutally honest, he was with all the gang activity. He chose his life, and that's what he wanted to do. And unfortunately, he paid a price for it, which is sad to say, bro. Because these kids are 16. I don't even think any of the victims named were over 20. And it was like 3 or 4 so far. That is not alarming? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, how the hell are we exterminating ourselves? Now, when I think of like white hoods, like white trenches, I feel like you're not hearing this shit. Like, yeah, you might hear some inbred shit going on. Okay, that's a little weird. Right? Cooking up some meth and shit in the little trailers and like the little trailer parks, but is there gang warfare in the trailer parks? Because they're like, look, think about Kentucky, all these terrible ass down south trenches where white people be at. Like, well, trailer parks, I don't know if that's what they consider them, whatever. This is not going down. Not only that, they're not rapping about it in music, bro. Like, I get the whole point of rap. You need to live what you rap out. I understand that's the point of being authentic, the authenticity of rap. That's why rap is like one of the most favorite, beloved genres ever, right? Because you can, the conviction of a rapper when he say, I robbed a op, put him in a pack, now he gone. It's like, damn, he really did that. And people love it. People love it. But then people turn a blind eye to when the truth comes out. You feel me? There's plenty of rappers who have been exposed for not living about their raps, but we embrace it. We don't even care. Rap is not what it is no more. So for the fact that this shit is really going on and kids are really losing their lives over music, oh my God. Oh my God. We are exterminating ourselves. Like that's just all that is.
he didn't get that chance and instead became another casualty in this deadly war. But the case is still active and they both minors, so there ain't too much public info available. With so many deaths on all sides, the beef between the YGs, OGs, and Seth's side was really heating up. On August 16th, K Flock dropped the track Is You Ready, where he disses multiple rival rappers, including his own cousin, D-Thang. In the first verse, he says, "Boy, ask my ops, it could get ugly. I could do shh, like Ice did Sonny." This is referring to the classic film, Paid in Full. In the movie, Mitch, one of the main characters played by Mekhi Phifer, has a younger brother who gets kidnapped for ransom. Mitch tries to get the money, but he gets killed by Rico, played by Cameron, who steals the drugs to pay Sonny's ransom. Sonny gets killed as a result, and come to find out, he was set up by his own uncle, Ice, who was mad at Mitch for kicking him out of the house. So in this bar, K Flock sends a shot directly to his own cousin, D-Thang, and lets him know he's not above setting him up. The song was big in New York and even got played on Hot 97. So you can probably guess how the ops felt about this. D-Thang quickly hopped on social media and gave his thoughts on the bar, saying, "Can't wait to see Auntie now." A few weeks later, another Rollin' 80s member who was affiliated with K Flock got murdered broad day. The victim was 16-year-old rapper Nas Rolla. He was killed after 2 men hopped out of a Honda Accord and popped him in the head and chest. 80s member who was affiliated with K Flock got murdered broad day. The victim was 16-year-old rapper Nas Rolla. He was killed after
16 years old, bro. Oh my God. What is going on in the streets, man? What? Like, one thing, I am seeing zero older heads in any of these music videos. Who is giving these little kids this instruction? Right? Is the beef that serious? And how do you end beef when when people are losing real close friends and real family members, like how do you amend that shit? Is it just money? Right? Is it so far gone? Can money even fix it? You know what I mean? Because I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of the times, if you listen to the music or even watch some of their lives, tune in. Listen to what they say. The beef or their complaints about their opposing side is really just shit. The main thing, they're broke and they're not wearing designer. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Is it possible that if we had some of the some of the biggest rappers in the state, right? Let's New York for the sake of the conversation, come out, do some shit to bring the hood back together. Is that possible? You know what I mean? Can we have a peace treaty in the hood? Because I remember back in the day, you know what I mean? See, this is a good thing about being an early 90s baby. So I can remember some of this shit. Because I almost 7 years ago or so, maybe 8. I could be wrong on the timeline. The Bloods and the Crips had a peace treaty. You know what I'm saying? But that shit got infiltrated by the police. Not many of y'all know this. I'm going to put y'all on game real quick. There was a peace treaty between the Bloods and the Crips because they understood we got to stop doing this to ourselves. Let's come together. You know what I'm saying? We going to handle the community our way. Okay? And it is alleged that shit was infiltrated by the CIA, FBI. You can look it up. Okay? And they would dress up in the opposing side's gang color and commit shootings and shit. Crazy to me. I've seen videos, there's probably still videos on YouTube to this day about gang members in the hood in the early 90s, even maybe late 80s, early 90s, when gangs were really going crazy. They would find boxes of guns in the alleys. Yeah, this shit sounds crazy, but there has to be a deeper element into why the hell shit is this bad. You got all these kids really shooting, robbing, doing anything possible to be a Hall of Fame player of their block, to just end up in jail, to regret it all. And they know it's coming because it happens to all of them. What the hell is so cool about being in jail? Let's be real. I did 6 days, nigga. I didn't even think I was going to make it past the 3rd. I seen the food. I said, nah. Please bond me out. Because if I don't know how niggas do this shit for years. I'm going to keep it real. I don't know, yo.
After 2 men hopped out of a Honda Accord and popped him in the head and chest in Stepside's hood. Police said that Nasrullah had a long criminal history and got arrested 18 times already, including 10 felonies dating back to May 2017. He was recently arrested for gun possession and was fighting 3 other open guns.
Wait, how you get 18 felonies at 16? What the hell are you doing, boy? But this is what I say, right? He was a good kid. He didn't do nothing wrong. He was changing his life around. Mind you, he had arrests starting as early as 2017, my boy. Okay? So he's probably on the cusp of turning 17 or whatever the hell. He's probably born in 2000, right? So in that time, starting from 2017, when he's 16 to 17, you got all of them charges, bro? Am I doing the math wrong? You got all them charges? Going to jail, you feel me? I did my 6 days. I said, no, I am never coming back. I will call 911 on anything first, and I put that on my mother. I am not going back. For real. Never.
Gun cases. After his death, D-Thing would hop on Instagram and sneak diss Nasrullah, who was his cousin K-Flock's right-hand man, suggesting he might have got set up. Right around the same time Nasrullah was killed, D-Thing dropped Talk Facts, which is pretty much the Bronx version of Who I Smoke, where he disses all his ops, both alive and dead. On the track, he samples the song Somebody That I Used to Know by Gautier and throws a sub at a different op in almost every bar. Some disses include Dougie got shot, but he's still in recovery, sending shots at K-Flock's homie, Dougie B. He also says, come on CJ, you see me when I ain't see you. You ain't even make a move, so how the when you see me, you gon' shoot. In this bar, he takes shots at another rival rapper from Cortland who dissed D-Thing on the track Kidnap Who.
Listen, if y'all don't know, this is a bad frame, but this is Booba Savage, okay? Look him up when you get a chance, okay? I don't want nothing happening to kids on any kind of level. I don't wish no harm on nothing, right? But look at the energy he's putting out into the air. And you tell me if something terrible were to happen to this young man, you think people are going to come out and say, like, he was a good kid? He was just trying to live just a happy kid life, go to the park and the playground? He's talking about real life murders. Don't get me wrong. He's spitting crazy bars. Hey, some of them tracks I know word for word because he's low-key moonwalking on them drill beats. I ain't gonna lie. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty, okay, he's 15 talking about gang murders and is dancing on them.
He takes shots at another rival rapper from Cortland who dissed D-Thing on the track Kidnap Who after D-Thing said he was going to kidnap Booba Savage, who was also featured on the track. Later he raps, "Jiggy Man, aka Shot Ek, dumbass got hit. That's word on my mother, they never do shit." Here, he's talking about a rapper named Shot Ek, who's from the OGs and known to go by the name Jiggy Man. So, it looks like Bronx drill is following the same pattern as Chicago and the UK. Rappers diss each other in songs, then follow it up with real violence. What's really crazy is that a lot of them are under 18 and still in high school, so really, they don't fully understand the consequences that come with the lifestyle they live in. Hopefully, they're paying attention to how hot it's getting in O-Block and they cool it down before it's too late. But with so many lives lost on both sides, it's hard to see an end in sight. The Bronx.
Damn, bro. Listen, man, tell me what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. This shit is fucking sad. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna listen to the music, okay? Whatever. My bad. But on some real shit, this shit is really sad, bro. Now I kind of understand why the police in New York were really indicting motherfuckers over lyrics and why rappers be getting, you know what I mean, indicted over lyrics, because they really be rapping about some shit that really happened. Which I get is the point of rap, which I think kind of teeters the line of freedom of speech, though. Right? We should be able to say what we want to say and not be prosecuted for it. But I feel like at the same token, though, like, if y'all committing crimes, like, they should be a little bit more elusive in the wordplay when we're putting it out there. You know what I'm trying to say? But, man, like, comment, subscribe, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Listen, one day we gonna fix the hood, man. Somebody screenshot this, record this. We gonna fix the hood. All right? I'm out.